Hello, my study skills class. Okay, this is going to be video lesson. You may hear my munchkins in the background, but we're gonna go through this real quick. All right, so this is your video lesson for September the 2nd and September the 6th. Okay, so let's see the 411. There is no school the next 2 Mondays. Cue your sadness. I know you guys are so sad about that, but you'll live. Okay, make sure you have earbuds or headphones for any audio. Here, if you are so determined to be on camera, make a cameo. There you go. Say hi, everybody. Say I'm nothing but trouble. Oh, the other one's pulling me down. All right, give me a second here. All right. Okay, so again, just make sure you have your earbuds, headphones for any audio in class. That doesn't mean turn your phone down at a very low volume and listen to it. No, that means use your earbuds or headphones, okay? All right, and not trying to be too picky here, but don't blast your earbuds so loud that I can go along with the lyrics all the way across the room. That's still irritating to other students, all right? How many days of school are left? By the time you read this video, I think it is 160, okay? So, and that was just something I was going to ask you guys to give you a good laugh because I used to be a casino dealer. Answer to that question is 7-11 wins, 2-3-12 loses. All right, next thing. Today we are going to cover 3 life skills that you guys will need to know, whether you live in a house or an apartment. Anywhere that has electricity or gas, you will need to know these life skills, okay? The reason I have this, the earth revolves around the sun, not you, is because every time I start teaching this lesson, I have some student who is needy for attention start screaming across the room, "Hey, Mr. Four, I already know all this stuff." Well, that's great that you know, but guess what? Other people don't, okay? Maybe they didn't have somebody to teach them this. So be quiet and let them learn what they need to learn, okay? All right, so today we're going to cover 3 life/house skills. We're going to cover GFCI circuits. That's ground fault circuit interrupter. Hold on. Okay, so hopefully you guys are understanding now why I ask you to keep the classroom quiet, because it's obviously pretty loud at home with 2 toddlers. Anyway, and if you don't understand that now, you will at some point. All right, so GFCI circuits, that's ground fault circuit interrupter. That is this type of outlet that you're going to find in your bathrooms and in your kitchens. Now, what do you have access to in your bathrooms and kitchens that you do not have access to for the most part in the rest of the house? It is water, aka dihydrogen monoxide, okay? So these outlets have a built-in breaker that you're going to need to know how to reset. The next thing we're going to talk about is going to be circuit breaker boxes. That is how to reset the circuit breaker in case the power goes out in a certain section or room of your house. Third thing we're going to talk about is how to shut off the gas at your house in case of an earthquake, okay? I couldn't get the video to work for this for 7th period, but what you'll do is you'll find this on the outside of your house. There's going to be this little I don't know, lever here, I guess. You're going to need a wrench or some pliers or something, and basically you just turn it, I want to say it's about 45 degrees, and shut it off, okay? But we're going to watch some videos on how to do this stuff. I do, unfortunately, I always have some students that feel they need to talk through the entire video. So treat this like you're in the movie theater and follow the advice from this following video from Archer.
Shut up. Comrade. Oh, shut up. Shut up. Oh, shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up, Pam. Shut up.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up is why shut up.
Shut up.
Hey, shut up.
You shut up. And everybody else shut up.
Wanna shut up, till shut up.
Whatever, and shut up.
Shut up, idiot.
Shut up and come on and shut up. Shut up. Will you shut up? You never mind.
Okay, so hopefully you get the idea. Shut up when I'm playing videos in the room, okay? It's not all about you and your conversation. It's about the room as a whole, all right? So we're going to watch this quick video on how to reset a GFCI circuit. I know that some of you know this, but some other people do not, okay? So be quiet. We're going to watch this video. This is something you need to know. is and how you can reset it if this happens in your house. I know you guys are probably having a laugh because I have a hair dryer and you're wondering why I, of all people, would have a hair dryer. However, this belongs to my wife. So, anyway, anytime you have an outlet, usually these are going to be near your, they're going to be in your bathroom or kitchen, anywhere that you have water, just in case something like this hair dryer falls into the sink, it can cause a fire, or even worse, it can cause a shock that could kill you. So this is a GFCI switch outlet. So make sure you always check this if the power goes out in your bathroom or kitchen. It could possibly just be this switch. Check this before you check the circuit breaker box. If it happens to be power that has gone out either in your kitchen or in your bathroom. So all I did was I went ahead and tripped the switch. So all you have to do to reset it is if it is kicked off, you just find this reset button, click that. As you can see, the green light is back on. So now it works again. I just tripped the circuit breaker. As you can see, there's no juice to it now, but always look for this. This happens in a lot of times in hotel rooms too. They have these in a lot of hotel rooms. If you trip the circuit breaker in the hotel room, look for this type of switch. Click reset, and it will give you some juice again. So make sure you always check your GFCI outlets. Click the reset switch in your bathroom and or kitchen, and then go check the circuit breaker box. Okay, so hopefully that gives you guys an idea of what to do there. If you want to hear a really funny $400 personal story I have from when some friends and I lived in an apartment in Cincinnati, Ohio, about a GFCI circuit, come ask me. It's amusing. All right, we are also going to look now at how to reset the circuit breaker. So here in Las Vegas, on a lot of houses, the circuit breaker is outside. However, it may also be in the garage, or it could be in the laundry room. It just depends on where you live. I think if you live in an apartment, it is usually in the laundry room. If you have laundry in your apartment, laundry machines. Anyway, so we're going to watch this video. Make sure you are careful when you're doing this. Electricity is very dangerous. However, you need to know how to do this, okay? Teach you guys to use the circuit breaker on your house. This has to do with the conductivity of electricity we're talking about in chemistry, and also in physics with electrostatic forces. So on the side note, this is what the gas looks like that goes into your house if there ever is an earthquake. We're going to want to switch off this gas valve, so that is one of the most dangerous things that can cause harm after an earthquake if your gas ruptures. But on most houses, this is what your circuit breaker box is going to look like. On our house, it is on the outside, and I would assume in most houses in Las Vegas it probably is. This is your electric meter, but on a lot of these boxes, you are going to have a lock. I have one on mine. Rumor has it the power company doesn't want you to have one on there. But I don't want some random person off the street just running up and flipping the switches off in my house. So once you open the panel, as you can see, they're all labeled. They should be labeled, depending on who built your house. Sometimes they're not always labeled, but it's easy enough to check them. But let's say that the power went off for the washer and dryer. I would know that it's most likely going to be this breaker. Sometimes they are mislabeled, but that's why I say most of the time. Let's say the power only went out in the bedroom, but it's on in the rest of the house, then I know it's probably this breaker. So in other words, you find which breaker it is. It's usually going to be, the breaker switch will be a little bit loose, and then all you do is flip it off, flip it back on, and the power should come back on that breaker, or on that circuit inside of your house. It really is that simple. You want to make sure that all of them are pointed the same way on. That is how you can check them. And if you have any questions about anything else, let me know. Other than that, once you have flipped your circuit breaker back on, you close it, lock it up, you're all good. If you guys have any questions about that, let me know. So that is the circuit breaker. The last thing we are going to look at is how to shut the gas off at your house. Okay, so one of the biggest dangers we face here in Las Vegas is how to shut the gas off. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. So one of the biggest natural disasters we face here in Las Vegas is earthquakes. Now, if there is an earthquake, if it's been one of a significant magnitude, you are most likely going to need to shut the gas off at your house. Now, why is that? Well, if the gas line breaks, there's a couple things that could happen. One, you and your family could get poisoned by the gas, just it being in the air. But the other thing is that if the gas line breaks, there's also a huge danger of explosions and fires. So we're going to watch this video on how to shut off and restart the gas line in case of an emergency.
Emergency preparedness here. Now, in Southern California, earthquakes are very common. They're just kind of part of life. As a matter of fact, we had one earlier this morning at 4.3 magnitude just outside of Palm Springs. What a lot of people don't realize is the majority of loss of life from earthquakes doesn't actually come from the shaking itself, but rather from fires that are started from broken gas mains, gas leaks in residential and commercial buildings. So, today, as part of our video preparedness series, we're going to talk about when and how to shut off the gas and how to get it back on. Let's get started. Now, natural gas has a funky, rotten egg kind of smell that's added to it by the gas company so that in the event of a leak, you can smell it and do something about it. This is an older gas line with a manual shutoff valve here. It's just on the other side of the pressure regulator. Here's how we turn it off. So you're going to need a wrench to turn it off. Either a wrench like this, or a gas shutoff tool like this. Find this little valve. It could be anywhere on the main gas line, but this one's here. When you see it in line with the pipe, that means the gas is flowing. If it's turned perpendicular, like this to the gas pipe, that means that the gas is shut off. So, if you smell a gas and you need to shut it off, all you do, fit the wrench to it. I'm not going to do that right now. And then just a quarter turn in any direction, and that'll shut off the gas. Now, restarting the gas is the same thing. If it's already here, you just turn it until it's here, in line with the pipe. Now, it's recommended that the gas company restart your gas after it gets shut off because they do a pressure test and they'll relight your pilots. But if you don't need a pressure test and you know how to relight your pilots, you can go ahead and do it. If your whole building has an automatic seismic shut-off switch, this is what it looks like, right on the gas line.
Okay, so you guys get the idea. Basically, hopefully it never happens, but we will get some huge earthquake at some point. We might not still be alive then, but anyway, if it ever does, you need to shut off the gas. Hopefully now you at least have an idea of how to do that, alright? So what I need you guys to do for today, I need you to go to the quizzes tab and take the following quiz: practical housing and life skills, okay? So sorry if the audio wasn't great on those videos. That is something I'm currently working on, but basically as long as you know how to reset the GFCI circuit in your bathroom or kitchen, you know how to reset the circuit breaker on your house, and you know how to shut off the gas in case of an emergency, you will be okay. Alright, so that is all I have for you guys. If you have any questions, please let me know, and have a good day.